So you want to create a business, but you're not exactly sure how to. This is a perfect video for you. I'm Jacques and welcome back. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you get an update when I post my next video. Let's get into it. I'm going to highlight several different business approaches that are successful. Number one, create a business that solves a problem. People would pay a lot of money to have some problem solved in their lives. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, maybe had a problem with lamps, gas lights or candles, or he maybe saw that other people had a problem with open flame. Maybe it generated too much heat or it was a fire hazard. But regardless, his invention solved that problem. And now today the light bulb or some version of it is within every household. People have a problem with their weight, they'll pay money for gym membership, vegan food or liposuction. If people have a problem walking, they'll pay money for a taxi or to buy a car. The inventor of the deodorant probably had a problem with body odor, so he or she created a product to solve that problem. Another effective business approach is to create a cheaper version of a business that already exists. And I'm not saying that you should bootleg, rip off or steal someone else's ideas, but if there's something in your community like a delivery service or a phone network, you could join that market by coming in with a lower price so that you could increase your sales. Every business falls into one of these four quadrants. Your product is either high end or low end, or you either generate a high amount of sales or a low amount of sales. So you need to determine which one of these four quadrants your business plan should fall in. In the first quadrant, high end and high sales, this is where your price of your product is expensive, but yet you still generate a lot of sales. This is the most ideal from a business person's perspective. Examples of these business types are Apple, iPhone, real estate, tertiary education, or even drugs, legal and illegal. The businesses in this quadrant usually has a high quality product or service, or what they provide is a necessity, or a monopoly exists so they could afford to increase prices but still maintain sales. The second quadrant, low end high sales, is also a successful model because although the price of your product is low, you still get high amount of sales, which would allow for quick turnover and for you to receive a profit. Examples of these types of businesses are McDonald's, any item you could find on a grocery shelf, or some factories. If your business is low end high sales, your product or service quality don't need to be that great. In fact, the reason why you have high sales is probably because of that low price. And to achieve that, you want your manufacturing or overhead costs to also be low. You might need to do some level of marketing because there are a lot of competitors within this market, since a large portion of the population usually prefer price over quality. Depends on the item. The quadrant high-end low sales is where your price is really high but your sales are low. And this could be just as successful because although your sales are low, the amount of money or profit you get on each individual sales, it might be worth it. But this model is not for everyone. Examples of successful businesses in this quadrant are Rolex, Teslas, the sales of large boats or yachts. Some real estates depending on the land size, the amount of bedrooms, or if that property has a view. If the business you want to create is high-end low sales, you want the product or service quality to be extremely high, and it's usually targeted to a niche market, specifically people in the high income bracket. You don't want to focus your business on making it accessible to a large population. One way you could implement this within any business model is by creating a VIP or some paid membership exclusive feature within your business that is only accessible to a small group of people. The final quadrant, low end, low sales, this is where the price of your products or services are low and the business that you generate is also low. You should not set out to have a business within this quadrant. If you already have an existing business in this quadrant, you should not be in business. Examples of businesses in this quadrant are outdated technology like DVDs or VCRs, or some souvenir shops or other seasonal businesses. But there are other things you could do that can move your business from this quadrant to another, like increasing the quality of your product or service, or increase marketing to generate more sales. When you're thinking of starting a business, you also want to think about the amount of capital it takes to get that business up and running. A lot of businesses usually require a huge startup cost, and this could be used towards machinery, staff, inventory, or getting some software. So you want to make sure you have enough money stored up that could fund that startup process. You could get this money from your personal savings, from your family, a business loan, or you could gain partners or investors within your company. Most businesses don't see a profit within the first year or first couple of years of their startup, or any profit that they do receive is usually reinvested to help grow the business. If this is your first business venture, you might want to start that business off small and then scale up. This is going to help minimize some risk to failure. But every business has some level of risk. You could also help minimize this risk by determining whether potential customers will support your business before you launch it. You could do this by sending out surveys or questionnaires that could ask your target market how much they'll be willing to pay for your product or service, or whether they're already customers of your competitor companies. This could help you gain a contact list for marketing purposes. Or you could have a soft launch, and what this means is a day before your business officially starts, you could offer your product or service at half price, at a discount price, or maybe even free, where you could gain as much customers as possible. The goal is to get your business a large amount of exposure, since a lot of people are usually skeptical of supporting new businesses, and maybe they'll tell themselves that the price is so low that they're not going to lose anything, and you could create a return customer out of them by giving them a high quality experience. If you gained any value from this video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. It's crazy that some of you watch my video and have not yet subscribed. Also, check out the description below for more information, and follow me on Instagram and message me there if you're on your journey to becoming a business owner. I'm Jacques, and until next time.